Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, one of the best real role-playing games out there. Unlike the first game where you start as a medieval drunk with the combat skills of a wet potato, this time we are a real knight, right hand of the legendary nobleman Hans Capon, a man who, let's be honest, spends more time chasing wenches than waging wars.
Females!
Hail and Matches Kingdom, it's me, Spot the King. Today I will exploit every part of KCD2 in an attempt for impossible challenge, bows only. I'm going full Skyrim, Sneak Archer, one-shotting tin cans from the shadows while they having no idea what's going on. And you might ask, why turn a knight into a bow-wielding cheese lord? Simple. Because it's hilarious watching armored knights drop to a single wooden stick. So,
are you ready?
Unlike the first game, marksmanship is actually an option in this one.
If I had to choose, I'd take a bow. After all, why not seize the opportunity to take down your foe before he gets near to you? Of course, not everyone can hit their target at 50 paces.
So naturally, it was a great idea to combine bow with some stealth tactics for nice stealthy archer. But the first part, of course, is to develop our skills. Funny part is that everything aligns perfectly. The first mission of the game is to actually be stealthy and get through the bushes near the females. As you can see, my stealth skills is not very good right now, but we can fix it with a nice spire of knuckles. Anyway, that was kinda a trap that led into a pretty nasty situation. And after roaming through the mountains and forest without any gear, we lost all our skills by falling from that mountain. Thanks to nice old woman, at least we're alive and we're ready to become unbeatable stealth archer. Goal is simple, we need to develop our marksmanship and stealth skills, while getting the best bows at the same time. And it's really fun to do, considering the game full of dialogues like this.
You won't get anything out of me, bigger man of trust. So take those tongs and shove them up your ass.
They won't fit me, but they might fit you. Should we try?
First day starts with washing ourselves up, preparing for hilarious adventure. You know, some medieval stuff, picking up some flowers, digging graves, and making sure we get something to put in these graves. And that's the time when bandits came looking for us. They were definitely not aware that I was looking for them too, to practice my stealth skills a little bit. But definitely 2 targets is not enough to improve my skills, so I decided to speed things up a little bit in this segment. Mostly to check out what I'm losing by not playing with weapons and with bow only, and I'm losing these hilarious bugs when enemies stuck in a stone. It's time to wash ourselves up again and get ready to buy the best equipment in the game. But to do it we need money. Luckily in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Henry knows at least how to read from the beginning. And if you're not aware what I mean by this, basically look at this book from the first part of the game. That's how Henry's supposed to read in the first part. But now we can see letters of words and basically can read the recipe for our potions and lotions battle. To brew potion I need to pick the base, drop this base into cauldron, then add some flowers, mash them up like potatoes sometime, and after boiling for some time the potions are ready. And that's when I get an idea how to get unlimited groschen or money in this game by using potions. First potion was to get our friend Hans Capon into shape.
Morning, Henry!
He definitely didn't know that this morning will be pretty shitty for him.
Fucking shit!
Basically he dipped into wrong sauce, and I like cheesy sauce more. That's how we parted our ways for now. I was wandering through the fields and found a lot of flowers on the ground. And you know what? They are completely free. After getting loads of completely free flowers, I get back into my humble wood house and decided to brew loads of savior schnapps. It's probably one of the most important potions, because it saves your game and you can't save without it. And if we make a recipe perfectly, we will get also bonuses to vitality, agility and strength. What I also enjoy, this alchemy bench provides wine completely free, we don't need to have our own. So splash of wine, 1 handcuff of nettle straight into the cauldron, and boil for 1 turn. 1 turn is determined by this sand clock. While it's boiling, I'm taking 2 handcuffs of belladonna and dropping them into the mortar. Now I can turn clock again because I need to boil nettle for 2 turns total. To make sure I'm getting perfect brew, I'm getting cauldron of fire and then grinding my belladonna, dropping it into the pot and then boiling for 1 more turn. So, potion is ready, but in reality we can get a lot more. I actually get 3 savory schnapps, and this good brew can be sold by a really nice amount. And while it's nice to roleplay and be in the medieval times, I actually used a little bit of modern technology, actually my phone and timer. 1 turn lasts for 10 seconds, so I was able to brew these potions in like 25-30 seconds without ever getting my cauldron of fire. After wasting all the grass on the potions and having a nice night's sleep, we can finally wake up. And thanks to this lady's hospitality, we can eat this food for free again. And food is not cheap in these medieval times. What is even better, now we can trade with this lady, and she's always got some groschen on hand. But also she picking up some flowers, so we got every piece of the recipe that we can buy from her for really cheap. And she's definitely okay to buy our potions and lotions for pretty nice price. After getting money from the lady, we can get back to our alchemy bench. Rinse and repeat and get basically unlimited amount of completely free money.
Oh, I like money.
So we get unlimited amount of groschen, it's time to get unlimited amount of power, or how we call it in RPG games, level up. I found a crossbow on the road and decided to test it out. It's also kinda a bow, but as you can see it's insanely slow. Make sure to drop a like and comment if you want to see crossbow only KCD2 playthrough, but for now I'm really staying away from this snail speed gun. Still, it was nice and useful while I'm not having my bow in hands yet. If you don't know how to level up in this game, it's pretty simple. You just need to kinda play the game and you will level up naturally. Use crossbow and you will level up skills that is tied to crossbow. But we not only need to use, but to do something useful. For example, hit the target. Easiest target is ships, of course. But as you can see, it takes a lot of time and precision to make a shot. Ships definitely not fast and we can come closer to them to finally make a shot and get our skills up. But when we need to reload crossbow, it feels like,
Well, this little maneuver is gonna cost us 51 years!
And I want not to reload, I'm here for completely other reasons.
I come here for a fucking shootout, right? A proper shootout with some proper men.
So I went into the town, bought the bow, and now I can start practicing. The perfect practice target, a bandit in the woods. And that's how bow looks in this game. Yeah, we still can't handle nicely the weapon. Basically our hands are shaking and there's no crosshair, so it's hard to aim, and it took me around like 15 or 20 arrows to actually shoot my target. After shooting target, we get in a little bit of strength, agility and also marksmanship. But as you can guess, we need a lot more than just a little bit of agility to become a really deadliest archer. Still, tactics of sitting in the bush and shooting is really nice and working even without good stealth. And at least I can get a little bit of my arrows back, as well as pretty good new bow. But as you can guess, arrows are not cheap, so I will need a lot more money to practice my marksmanship skills, even if I practice on big targets and not waste a lot of arrows. And while we are still a little bit young and skillless, I decided to advance through the game a little bit to find better traders, to buy better equipment and other stuff. And this mission won one of the best to develop my skills. We found a bunch of bandits in a mountain. I came stealthy behind them, no one notices me, and we can make a stealth attack. Very nice to level up a little bit. And while I was blocking other shots from another bandit, my guys finished everyone and we are free to get away. And that's where I found unlimited vitality source. Yeah, vitality is also important. Look at this. Every time we try to jump on obstacle, we get in vitality points. To be more precise, every jump on obstacle gives you around 1 or 2 points in vitality category. And normally it takes a lot of time to turn around and jump through obstacle again, but here is insanely fast way because we get basically unlimited jump in this location and can level up vitality in no time, which is really useful since we will get more health and become unkillable, but also at level 12 we can get Hermes Haste, which will give me more sprinting movement speed. After getting to Nomad Camp, I found another guy. He is master of the combat, Master Tomcat, and I can arrange a practice fight versus him. He actually teaches me how to fight and some nice basics. But instead of following his instructions, I was doing completely opposite. He asks to make combination of 3 strikes instead of making only 2. This tutorial will never end, and I can beat up him as much as I wish. By doing this, I'm getting levels in agility, strength and warfare. And also it levels up your main level at the same time. And while I probably could do it infinitely until I level up to max, actually I failed a little bit and finished my combination. So I was forced to fight versus him in a normal battle, and he finished me off with just 2 hits. That's actually pretty awful and can slow down progress a lot, because if we can't survive this fight, we will be injured after it and need to go find a bed to sleep, and actually even bandits on the road can finish us off. Anyway, I leveled up a little bit and it's time to find out how good I am with my new skills. So I went on a few missions, and that's my stealthy mission. Basically, I got into the prison by jumping through the window and freeing up this guy. Some medieval security over here. But he asks me to go and revenge woodcutters for his brother. That's a great opportunity to test out my new skills. I'm with a bow against a bunch of woodcutters, and as you can guess, that's not going to be a successful fight for me. Just look at this, we can't shoot even 1 arrow. They're going on me and basically destroying me with a few hits. While I tried it for maybe like 5 or 10 times, I never got any success in fighting versus these guys. So I decided that I need some special and smart potato tactics to destroy them. I tried to lure them one by one, and this was a little bit more successful. Still, when I'm going into the camp, bunch of them jumping on me and finishing me off with their clubs. And I did most smartest thing to do. I wait till night and then attacked. They can see me, I can see them, but at least if arrow hits the target, I can hear them. For you, I will brighten up the screen so you can see how this looks like actually. Basically, I'm sitting behind the cover and shooting arrows, trying to hit at least 1 time. It's pretty hard, as you can see, because we can't aim, we can't keep the bow in the hands steady yet. But while targets is away and can't see us or need a long time to get to us, it's pretty doable even with the bow at this stage of the game, so bow only going on pretty good. Coolest part, when targets injured, they trying to run away and we can shoot their arrows. And I never wasted a single arrow. Every time I see a target I can hit, I'm hit this target, because we need this precious experience to level up marksmanship, strength and agility. At the same time, when clearing camps like this, we can train our thievery. Basically, we need to pick the locks, but developers managed to make this even more awful than in previous game. It's insanely hard to pick the locks in this game, but it's pretty fun in my opinion. Still, it takes a little bit of time to pick the lock, and success isn't guaranteed. Still, there's a way how to level up thievery without any effort. I found a guy in the mountains, he is part of one of the quests, and I decided to use some stealthy archer tactics on him. It's actually failed because my aim is still awful, and I get back to basic stealth tactics and finished him off like this. Definitely don't do it if you want to advance through the quests, but I found a nice hard to pick lock on his 2nd floor. And that's why most of my profits from selling herbs went into lockpicks. I definitely don't have skills to open this chest right now, and every time I fail, I'm losing 1 lockpick. But that's not a problem, because while we get a bunch of experience when we opening the chest finally, we can get experience even by attempting lockpicking. So every time I'm getting a little bit of lockpicks in my pockets, I'm getting back to the chest from now on and trying to lockpick it a lot of times, every time failing, but leveling my thievery pretty easily and effortlessly. Still, I mostly focused on leveling my alchemy at this point. That's where most of my profits came from. By leveling alchemy, you already know that we can sell potions for more. as well as we can brew more potions with the one single brew and getting basically unlimited supply of herbs by buying them for few groschen. And when you buy or sell items, you always negotiate the deal and upgrading your speech, so now I'm selling them for even more. But also I made a bunch of swords at craftsmanship table to make my armor make less noise when I repair it, as well as getting better performance of my boots. But most importantly, we're doing this to get to main level 10 and becoming Radzik's heritage, to level up our shooting a lot faster. I decided to try gambling a little bit, maybe it will multiply my groschen even more, but it feels like this guys is always cheating. So you know what, even if they won, I managed to get my win other ways and got my groschen back. And the logic behind this, while gambling, if you can be sure how you can get your win. And with new leveled up skills in stealth and thievery, I went back to nomad camp. Here is guys living without houses, so we can easily get to them, knock them out without any sound and get keys from the chests. This is the trader, and basically I got everything for free. I like when there is 100% discount on all potions and lotions. But I can't stay here forever. I need a big city to level up my skills even more and faster. And I went to the biggest castle I could find, the Trotsky Castle. Sadly it was closed for now, so I understood that I need to progress through the story a little bit. The problem that I arrived to Trotsky Castle as prisoner, and it's quite intense and also very fun missions in the game. Turns out everything I did till this point was insanely useful, because I did a lot of sneaking and thievery to get everything I need and brew some potions and lotions as pretty normal and basic guy to finish this quest. And getting back to craftsmanship to get unlimited lockpicks, because I knew there is a very hard lock in this castle to level up my thievery. It's right on the top in this kinda church or whatever it is. There is only one problem over here. And problem looks exactly like this dude. At least I know how to deal with problems. And the best part here, no one will ever come to the church in the castle. So I got as much time as I wish to level up my chivalry by breaking lockpicks. I just need to make sure I can open very hard locks without any problems before attempting my next step for unlimited wealth. And if you're curious, there is nothing pretty useful in the chest. Because now I can back to the town where I live and learned blacksmithing. These nice people gave me a bed to sleep and save. So now I can get to the room in the house completely freely because I get access to it and unlock hardest lock over here. Get every pricey weapon, pricey armor and a lot of groschens from the chest. And then drop them into my chest. You know, what is in my chest is mine, or at least it will be mine in a few days after losing this stolen icon. Anyway, enough of money, we need to get better equipment. And I found archery range in nearby town with a trader who's selling bows, pretty nice bows, as well as arrows. And as I told, we need a lot of arrows to develop our skills. Right?
Wrong.
Turns out I can participate in archery contest over here, and there's different difficulties based on how much arrows we will get and how much we will pay for them. But here's the coolest part. Every time we win competition, we win our money back, actually 3 times more. So after developing skills a little bit, we can get basically unlimited competitions, because after winning one competition we can start another right away. And instead of spending money on arrows, we actually getting money and getting free arrows every time we participate in competition. And that's what I did for another 3 days, because every time we hit the bullseye we get a bunch of strength, agility and marksmanship experience, as well as warfare, and additional marksmanship experience after winning competition. And in no time like this I maxed out all my fighting skills to become most broken bow user, a real war machine shooting sticks, as well as stealthiest stealth archer, and that's the build I got right now. With high agility I can move faster while crouching and reposition myself at night really easily, while thanks to high vitality I can move a lot faster if needed, and after every successful shot I will move even faster, thanks to this archery level as well as another archery level that gives me ability to shoot even faster, while at the same time making enemies slower. And while they are slow, I can keep my aim for longer to make shot a lot more powerful. And if this is a first shot, it will be even more powerful. And first shot most of the time comes from the stealth, which will make it even more powerful. And after I kill a first target, it will make next shot even more powerful. And because I'm good craftsman, I can repair bow myself to make it even more powerful. And after enemy finished, combat is finished and I became even more powerful. With this unstoppable machine, I decided that I can go and continue through the campaign, and yeah, I'm definitely insanely OP. With high level of archery, we can slow down time around us, and it makes aiming a lot more easier. Also, hands no longer wiggling, and we can aim a lot easier at targets who are far away. When enemy is trying to chase us, again we can easily aim, shoot him down, he will be crippled, and we can run away with high movement speed and then finish him off. That's insanely cool and pretty fun playstyle, and in the big battles we got no problems at all, because most of the time enemies trying to fight versus our allies and we can completely freely shoot them down. But here where the first troubles can come. After a big battle with a lot of success, I met a mustache guy and we arranged the duel. I need to win this duel to advance through the game, but it looks like it's completely impossible with the bow, since when I try to run away, game ends. And of course I can't have stealth advantage in this fight. Another problem that I always start a fight with my shield equipped, so I needed time to switch to the bow, and he always charges at me and finishes me off with a few swings of sword. So it definitely looked like impossible part for me, but I committed to bow only style and decided to commit to it fully. So I found a good tactic and I needed to evade his first shots. And I started with a shield. Now I can easily evade and jump away from his attacks. While he's chasing me, that's the time when I switch to the bow and can land a shot. Now he's a little bit slower and also he got arrow in his head. All is left is a second arrow. This is one of the really hardest and toughest enemies in the game, and he got down with the 2 arrows. But even cutscene doesn't believe that I beated him up with a bow. Game naturally progresses to the next region, Kuttenberg, really big town, and that's exactly what we need. Insane amounts of shops everywhere, and that's where you can get completely infinite wealth. Every piece of gear costs a lot over here. But I found a good shop and pinpointed on the map. Next day I went straight to this shop and opened the main door. We can get bunch of really costly equipment right from the table. Or just get to another room, knock out the guard and then get everything from the highly protected chest, basically everything we need, and everything costs a lot. If needed, I can milk it even more by doing pickpocketing on sleeping persons and then knocking them down, leveling up thievery and stealth at the same time. Another cool part about Kuttenberg, there's mines below the town, so we don't even need to go on the streets risking being caught by the guards. We can go through the mines between each house and steal everything. But I already got enough and I decided to get one of the rarest achievements in this game. Actually, it's pretty easy because I know how to use the bow and I'm pretty experienced with it, and all I need is to win this competition in Kuttenberg without any misses. And it's hard, but it's doable and I got the prize. So it's time to test out our completely broken archer in 2 different scenarios. I was ambushed by bandits on the road, so let's see how good we are in open field combat at day. I started to run away from them because it's impossible to fight 1 versus 9, and then I understood, oh, it's possible, they are a lot slower than me. So we just turn around, slow down the time, and need to make a perfect shot. Oh, geez, that was definitely a perfect shot, I'm feeling bad for him. Another guy coming in, and he is done basically. 1 shot, 1 kill, pretty easy. Another dude. Hello, eat my arrow, bro. That's pretty crazy, pretty useful, and again, after each arrow we can run away a lot faster, they can't keep up with us, and basically I'm kiting and destroying them. There's 2 guys, one will be slowed down with the first arrow, another is slowed down with the second arrow, and now everything is left is to finish them off pretty easily. I'm not even using potions and lotions, but I could use Bane potion on my arrow to make it impossible for enemies to even chase and run after me. Only 1 target left and there's a knight in a shiny armor. Can stick defeat a steal? Only one way to find out. And turns out, yes, it can. While enemies with a crossbow trying to reload their crossbow, I can shoot like 2 or 3 arrows, and even if I miss first one, I can finish him with second. So crossbows is just useless against good bow user. But it's time for ultimate test. I infiltrated Sigismund camp to train my archery a little bit more. And then I decided, yeah, it's time to test my stealthy skills. I went to Sigismund camp at night, but I can't see anything. My enemies can see anything too, but I got Nighthawk potion. And that's how I see the game right now. Yeah, it's not brighted screen, that's actually how the game looks. And I can see enemies pretty easily, I can aim my shots, but they definitely can't see me. Because after every successful shot on the enemy's heads...
What the hell is going on?
Yeah, they just don't know what's going on. And we're being stealthy in the bushes, no one can see us, and we can easily destroy them with just one or few arrows in the head. One perfect shot and enemies down. That's a true pinnacle experience of stealth archer. Just look at this bro. He got arrow in the belly or whatever. I shoot at him and he don't know what's going on. He just screaming what's going on, and that's it. That's everything he can do. The guy who need to look for someone like me who invading the camp can't see me because I'm in the shadows, I'm invisible, and he's standing still like a tree just eating arrow after arrow. And even if there's 2 guards nearby, someone should notice me, right? Yeah, completely wrong. He's looking in the wrong direction, he can't find me over there, and that's why he is basically done in a matter of seconds. Oh no, look, he's surviving. No more. But you know what is the most important for archer? Position, yeah. By taking this high ground position, I can see every guard in the camp and they still can't see me normally. So we can stand and shoot from here and destroy the whole camp of Sigismund. It took some time, but that's what I did. I basically defeated all guards in the camp, and it's hilarious and insanely fun. Probably as fun as trying to get rarest achievement in Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. Make sure to watch this video on the screen right now and see you there.